Hey, good afternoon, Sam, Emma, Matt, Leck, and
Bradley.
I knew that. I'd know it better if he followed me on Twitter. Putting that aside, this is Jay over in New Haven. I wanted to...
Jay in New Haven, long time no hear from.
Great start. Hey, Jay.
Well, it's, as I say, I'm an older man now, and it's harder for me to gear up to call in and do all of that.
Well, you can only imagine how hard it is for me to take your call then.
All right, I'm going to talk right into the phone now. Is that better?
Yeah, much better.
Okay. I knew this would happen. I'm driving. So I wanted to talk to you. I have a solar array on my roof with a net meter, and it's satisfactory, but I have room for more panels, and I want to generate more power. So I contracted locally, and they gave me an estimate. But then they gave it to me after January 1st of 2022. And then I was informed that they're not going to do net meters anymore in Connecticut. And I said, well, that's okay. I already have a net meter. And they said, no, any new panels you add to your roof, you have to go through a new meter. You have to buy an additional meter, and you have to contract to sell all of the power generated from those new panels to the power company based on a 20-year contract that you have to sign. 20 years.
So you get locked in at a price.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But even though I already have a net meter, and I actually went to an attorney to say, is there a workaround here? And no. And so I went and looked up the articles, and the public utility regulatory body we have here, PURA, they made a deal a year earlier in the beginning of 2021, and they explained the reasoning that it was important to protect stakeholders in the power company who might be vulnerable to people generating their own power.
By vulnerable, it just means like some of their profits might be the enormous amount of money.
Yeah, when they say stakeholders, obviously they mean executives.
Right.
And the reason they push this through, and I suspect, is because they expect in 5 years, after people sign their contracts, that there are going to be a lot more electric cars getting powered up in people's garages going forward. And they're looking for a massive windfall, and they don't want people generating their own juice to power their cars. Even though if you have a solar array and you would power your car, you'd have to do it overnight in most cases for people, and there's no sun at night, so you still have
What
to
about, can you get batteries?
Yeah, you would. Well, the thing is, if I were to do this, I would have, and I have a battery array in my basement already instead of a generator because I live out in the woods. I'm an ex-urban guy.
All right, we don't need too much information, Jay, but go ahead, yeah.
No, I'm happy to share. I always post pictures of my hikes in the woods to you guys and show the wildlife out here.
Great.
But putting that aside, you can do that, but you have to make a commitment to collect all your own power that you're generating. Whereas with a net meter, if you have excess power, you just get it knocked off your bill.
Right.
Every month. But now they've arranged it so I would have to have like 3 meters on my house, and all the power, I have to kick back.
This is why we should nationalize these power companies and make this, so that each state can't do this type of like shenanigans. It's ridiculous.
Well, also when they are always putting it upon us, consumers have to be the ones to guard against, using too much power and all of that. And when we try to do that, they say, well, hold on. And not only that, but it actually undermines not just me, but anybody who's an electrician selling solar arrays, they're screwed.
Yep.
They're selling damaged goods now. So it has
This is just Connecticut, let's be clear, right?
As far as I know, it's just our Pura here.
All right. Well,
but it's been niggling at me and bothering me all year.
I appreciate
and I decided to wait.
I appreciate the call.
Yeah.
All right. All right,
Well,
Jay,
wait, let me
we gotta
waste
go.
your time
I got
one
5
more
minutes.
second.
It's 5 minutes.
Anyway, Merry Christmas and Happy Hanukkah
holidays.
to all of you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Happy New
See
Year.
you
Jay.
on the other side.
All right,
folks.
thanks. We got to keep it. We got. If we do 5 minutes for every call
Yeah. Well,
that are specifically about one sort of like narrow thing, and God bless Jay. Glad to hear from him.
it's actually a helpful call because I literally was having a conversation with a family member last night who lives in Connecticut saying they wanted to get solar. So, I mean,
In that instance, yes.
I might direct them to this. So thank you, Jay.
Yep.